Before starting today's class, let us recap the things that we have learned in the last class. Shall we recap? Yes. In the last class, we have seen the character Mike TV. Who is Mike TV? Mike TV is a character of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a novel, right? So he is a character of this novel. And he is a 9-year-old boy. And what is his favorite hobby, or what is his hobby, or how does he spend his time? He always watches television. That is his hobby. So this is about Mike TV. Then about the poem. So the poem tells us about the ill effects of watching television. The poet says this, what? Children spend a lot of time in front of TV. Do you agree with that? Okay. Then he says this, the ill effects of watching television. So what are the ill effects? It makes children dull, blind and unimaginative. Yeah, these are the ill effects of watching television. So these are the basic things that we have learned in the last class. Now we are moving to the next few lines. So all of you please take the textbook. Alright, you'll cry. Alright, you'll say. But if you take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. Okay, this is a question which is going to be asked by the parents. Because the poet has advised the parents not to install the idiotic thing at home, right? So the parents are going to ask this question to the poet. What is the question? Okay, you have told us not to install the thing at home. Install the idiotic thing at home. But if we don't install the idiotic thing at home, how can we entertain our children? When they watch television, they don't fight with each other, right? They will simply sit and they will watch television. They won't disturb anyone. And at that time, the parents can do their work. But the poet says this, if children watch television, then that's going to make them dull and unimaginative. So the parents are asking this question to the poet. Okay, so you are telling us not to install. So if we don't install this thing at home, how can we entertain our children, our tiny tots? So they are expecting an answer from the poet. So let us see the answer of the poet. So this is the answer of the poet. We will answer this by asking you, what use the darling wants to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Okay, as an answer, the poet is asking a question. The parents have asked a question and the poet is also asking a question to them. What is that question? What use the darling wants to do before this monster was invented? What is the monster here? It's the television. So the poet is asking, before this monster was invented, before this TV was invented, what did the children used to do? How did they spend their time? How did they spend their time before the invention of television? Answer me. So this is the question asked by the poet. So dear parents, do you have an answer for this question? How did the parents entertain their children before the monster, before TV was invented? Okay, so the answer is there. What is that? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They will read and read and read and read and then proceed to read some more. Okay, how did the parents entertain their children before the invention of television? Yes, the poet wants to give that answer, give the answer very clearly and very slowly. What is the answer? They used to read and read and read. So how did they spend their time? How did they entertain their children? they gave them books to read. They encouraged them to read books. In such a way they entertained their children. But nowadays, the parents, they are switching on the television and the children are sitting in front of the television. They are mesmerized, they are captivated by this monster. So, dear parents, don't turn on the television. Instead of that, use this method. What is the method? Buy books for them. Give books to them to read. In such a way, you can entertain your children. Otherwise, the television is going to make your child dull and imaginative. Do you want to say that? Of course you are not. So, don't install the idiotic thing at home. Instead of that, buy books for them. Entertain them through reading books to them. Entertain them through encouraging them to read books. So that's the way to entertain your children. So that's the end of the poem. Before winding up today's class, let us go through the themes of the poem. The major themes are book versus television, or reading versus television. Then the ill effect of TV on children. Then the importance of inculcating reading habit. So these are the major themes of the poem. Then before winding up today's class, I want to remind you one thing. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. So you want to be a leader, right? So if you want to be a leader, if you want to be successful in your life, you have to read. So be a reader, then you will be a leader in future. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.